The benefits of this fungus could be humongous. Yeah, there's a growing interest in legalizing magic mushrooms as people take a second look at its medicinal benefits. Psychedelic compounds like psilocybin, the one that makes the shroom so magical, are being studied for their potential use as antidepressants and even performance enhancers, especially if your performance is sitting through a 4-hour Fish concert.
So I've never met Greg Gutfeld before, and I'm 100% certain that we would disagree on practically everything politically, and maybe even more than that. But here's an area where I am 100% in agreement with him. Yes, we need to legalize shrooms, and we need to do it as soon as possible for many reasons.
At the state level, legalization could happen sooner than you think. And why? Well, the risk of fatal overdose or addiction is a fraction of that of alcohol. Veterans also say psychedelic therapy helps them manage their anxiety and PTSD. And it could also be effective for people who work with Brian Kilmeade.
I don't think that matters as much as the fact that we shouldn't be criminalizing a decision for what you want to put in your own body. So
absolutely. I don't mind it being used. I don't mind anything being used recreationally, including me.
Now, if you've seen any of my content and, many of the other creators here at TYT, I personally believe that drugs should be legalized, regulated, and taxed because it would create a more just and balanced prison industrial system that wouldn't just be filled with minorities because they have substances selling the just to make ends meet so they can get by. It would create a less punitive system to where we could treat people who have mental health issues or who have drug abuse problems and not punish them for things that they may be going through in life. And, the whole lot. We've talked about that many times. But shrooms, this is something that I think that we could push the needle on to legalize much faster than many of the other substances.
I think anything that grows from the earth, we should always try to find the good things in it and not ban it.
Absolutely.
Because even a coca leaf done right is a good thing. It's when it's taken and made evil and twisted and outdosed. But things that grow from the earth, we should really use them for what they're for.
Now, similar to marijuana, shrooms are natural, and that's definitely some of the argument that a lot of people push for why we should legalize them. But, shrooms, they have proven medical benefits for people who struggle with PTSD, people who struggle with anxiety, depression, who have a variety of different types of mental health issues. It helps put them at ease. It helps put them at peace. It also helps people, throughout different types of creative processes. And also, it's not something that people drop dead from using, as we know that, many over-the-top prescription drugs, opioids, all these lawsuits against these giant Purdue companies and the lot, you know what I'm saying? Because they're giving people things that are killing them. Shrooms aren't going to do that to you. So, in addition to the medicinal benefits and it not being a totally lethal substance, we can tax that, regulate that, and, that big government might as well collect the money because we all know we need it.
I mean, I'm one of the people who thinks that we shouldn't legalize drugs in any way, shape, or form.
But yes,
with the veterans, it is a big issue.
And since we know shrooms have such a strong effect in assisting and aiding the symptoms of PTSD, this is definitely an area where we need to give back to our veterans the most. They go overseas, they risk life and limb, come back, and oftentimes they're not just scarred physically, but they're scarred mentally for the rest of their lives. And so since we know that shrooms have such a profound impact on lessening the impact of PTSD, then we need to do more case studies and we need to continue to fund areas of research and areas of aid so that we can help our veterans get back on their feet and come back into society and function with the rest of us, after they've seen so many things that all of us are blessed to not have to deal with and not have to see. So, again, I'm sure that I would disagree with Greg Gutfeld on practically everything else, but this is an area where I am on board 100%. Legalize, tax, and regulate shrooms.